Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to do a DIY manicure at home today. It's really simple, and all of the products that I've used in the video are affordable and they can be bought at any Boots or Superdrug store. So this is what you'll need. You'll need a nail file. A simple one will do, or you can also use a seven-sided one like this, which is particularly good for buffing. A cuticle stick, cuticle remover, cuticle trimmer, cuticle cream, base coat, nail varnish of your choice, and a top coat. First, what you're going to do is file and shape your nails. You can do this any shape you want. I prefer mine to be quite short and square, whereas you could do rounded tips or even pointy ones if you wanted. I'm paying particular attention to the sides and the ends of my nails because I don't want any hangnails or rough ends. Next, I'm using side number 4 of my seven-sided nail file, which is to even out ridges on the nail surface. So I'm just going to lightly rub that all over each nail. Then I'm going to use side number 5 to smooth the nail surface and do the same again, go over each nail. Then number 6, buff nail. And then finally I'm going to go in with number 7, which is to shine the nail. If you don't have one of these files, don't worry, but they are useful for sorting out uneven nail surfaces. So if you're a person that has ridged or uneven nails, then I would recommend that you get one of these. So now you're going to take your cuticle remover cream and you're going to dab a small amount onto each cuticle, like that. And then you're going to massage it into the cuticles. You're going to want to leave this to soak in for about a minute before you go ahead with the next step. So once that's soaked in, you want to take your cuticle stick and use downward motions to push your cuticles back. This is also good for removing any leftover bits of nail varnish that might have been missed when you were removing what you were wearing before. And then next you just want to gently scrape the cuticles just to tidy the area. At this point it's just a good idea to use a tissue to wipe off any of that excess cream that might still be left on your nails. This next step is optional. If you've watched my nail care video, you'll know that I like to remove and trim my cuticles with a cuticle trimmer, but you don't have to. So just gently snipping away at the very base of my nail. Because I do this regularly, I don't often have very much to remove, but you can see that there is something coming off here. As I said, you don't have to do this, but personally I think it helps to give that tidy, professional end result. If you do decide to do this, you have to make sure you're really careful because these trimmers are super sharp and you just have to make sure that you're not cutting skin, only cuticle, because it will hurt if you accidentally trim your skin. As you can see, I made that mistake and yeah, it hurts and it stings when you put anything on it. So just don't rush yourself, take your time and be careful with them. The next thing you will need is hand cream. Here I'm using the Absinthe Purifying Hand Butter from the Body Shop. I actually forgot to include this in the image at the start, but moisturising your hands is a very important part of this process. So just work your hand cream into your skin, give yourself a mini massage, concentrate particularly on your palms, fingers and around the nail area. Now we're going to moisturise our cuticles. This is the cuticle massage cream from Sally Hansen. and I'm just going to massage it in, this time concentrating on the cuticles and the nail area. Moisturising your cuticles is really important because this is the area that your nails will grow from. So if you have healthy moisturised cuticles, then this will improve the quality of your nail. So before I go on to painting my nails, I'm just going to give them a quick wipe with a tissue just to remove any cream that might still be on the surface of them, so it doesn't interfere with the nail varnish. So here they are, prepped for this base coat. This is Rimmel's 5-in-1 base and top coat that I'm using. So I'm just going to put a nice thick coat of this base coat on each of my nails and then let it dry, and then I'm going to paint them with my colour. It's really important that you don't skip this step. The base coat is there to protect your natural nails from any colour or chemicals that are in your nail varnish. And if you don't use a base coat, then you will find that your nails will start to stain. The colour I'm using today is by Barry M, and it's number 341 in Cappuccino. Most varnishes will need 2 coats so that they are as bright and pigmented as possible. So I'm just going to go ahead and put my first coat on here. If you happen to make a little mistake and you get some on your skin, you can just use the cuticle stick again that we used at the beginning, just to scrape down the edge and remove it before it dries. So my first coat's dry, so now I'm going to do my second coat. I prefer to do lots of thin layers of nail varnish to produce a more pigmented effect rather than fewer thicker layers, just because it reduces drying time overall, especially if you've got a colour that needs a lot of layers to get a decent effect. So the final step is to add a top coat. I'm using Sally Hansen's Insta-Dry Anti-Chip top coat. This is my favourite one because it's nice and thick, but it still dries really quickly, and it makes your nail varnish last longer, as well as giving them a professional feel. As a final tip, I would recommend allowing yourself a decent amount of time for your nails to fully dry. I like to do mine at a time when I know that I won't need to do anything else important for a while, even though I'm using a fast drying top coat. So usually I do my nails when I'm watching TV or a movie because there's less chance of me having to get up and do something else. So here's the end result. Let me know what you think. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!